This painting, Long Hairy Rock, to me symbolizes my dad. It's strong, steadfast, certainly stood the test of time, just like Dad did. Unmoving, unwavering, and pretty stubborn. But more than anything, Dad had a strong sense of duty, and it extended beyond the job as a lighthouse keeper. The first Sunday of May every year, Dad would make a wreath, wire rocks into the wreath. And I would ask him, why are you putting rocks in it? And he said, so that it will sink to the bottom of the ocean, and it would be a remembrance to the sailors who lost their lives at sea during Battle of Atlantic Sunday. It was also a way of remembering those people who lost their lives during the explosions at Lance Cove Beach. One of the things that Dad loved to do when he was working at the Lighthouse was write letters. If there was anything that was bothering him, he would write a letter. And we knew as kids that if Dad was sitting at the kitchen table, we were warned, don't go near the table, don't shake the table, Dad's writing a letter. So we'd stay away from the table. Sometimes the letter writing consisted of writing letters to the department asking for telephone, for a washroom instead of having to use an outhouse, for getting a road put down to the lighthouse so that we didn't have to carry our groceries all the way from the top of the hill down to the bottom in a little wagon or on a sleigh. He wrote letters about everything. And like I said, he was successful. He got things done. His letter writing extended far beyond just the basic needs of the family. He wrote letters to fight causes for those who couldn't fight their own causes. I remember him writing letters to the government, trying to find some way to honor those who died in the explosions near Lance Cove Beach. Later on, when he retired, he became the president of the Legion. They came up with a plan to get the anchor up off one of the ships. And so, of course, that started a whole new gamut of letter writing, like trying to find divers who would be able to go down and cut the chain. How would they get the anchor lifted? Who's going to fund this? And then they were coming up on the anniversary of the end of the Second World War. And so Dad's letter writing really picked up speed. But unfortunately, around the same time, he had to go into the hospital and have his heart valve checked and probably replaced. It was affecting his health. But while he was in the hospital, I remember visiting with him and Mom, and the nurses and doctors were coming in and saying, well, who are you? Is it somebody important? Because all these faxes are coming in to be delivered to Thomas Brazel. Like, are you a politician or something? And we said, no, he used to be the lighthouse keeper, but he's got this project that he wants to see through. And so there were faxes coming in about scuba divers, faxes coming in with the messages from the different levels of government, So he was getting all of these letters and putting all of these wheels in motion. And that was the plan, that year, that summer, they had the divers, they had the ship, everything ready to go. But they had to wait for the right time of year. And that would be probably in June. Unfortunately, Dad passed away that March in '94. And so he didn't get to realize his dream. But thanks to Father Butler and the people of Bell Island and the Legion, they took up his cause and they made sure that everything happened as he had planned. And so the anchor was erected in a little park on Lance Cove Beach. And there's a small little brass plaque at the base of the anchor, and it has Dad's name on it, Thomas Brazel. And that's why the name's there today. When I did this painting of Long Harry Rock, I did it in memory of Dad and his strength and courage and steadfastness